Morning, everyone. Thursday, 23rd of May, 2019. Why am I mentioning 2019? It's important to this video. Remember the year, people, 2019. Very depressing, 41 degrees when I ran my dogs this morning. For my mathematically challenged friends, of which I'm one, 41 happens to be a scant 9 degrees above the temperature. Water freezes. It'll be like it hits 60. I'm beginning to wonder, Memorial Day weekend coming up. What does that kick off? Summer. I'll be wondering if the high 60s will be our heat wave for this summer. Hope I'm wrong. Okay. So, trick question. Titling this video, All Roads Lead to Blank. And the country starts with an I. Did you guess the country? Or do I have to tell you? Think about it for a second, people. Because I believe I know what you're thinking. Dave, it's obvious you're going to endlessly talk about Israel. Wrong answer, people. What do you mean? It's not Israel. Then it has to be Iran. Wrong answer again, people. The answer to the question, all roads lead to Iraq. Iraq. Why are we talking about Iraq? Wasn't it back in 2003, somewhere in there, when GW, also known as W, flew out to that carrier, the big banner, mission accomplished, walking up to the podium in his spiffy presidential Air Force issue flight suit? Might have been Navy issue. Yeah, Iraq, that Iraq. Okay, why are we going to talk about Iraq? You usually beat to death Israel and Iran. I'll tell you why we're going to talk about Iraq. Because I stumbled across, have you gone to truenews.com? TRUNEWS, one word.com? You should. I told you yesterday. Stumbled across a little article on our good President Trump. See him in the pictures? Beginning of this video? Hey. Now, whether I show you a picture of Lindsey Graham, John Bolton, President Trump, there's always a second dude in those pictures. Who is that unmasked man, Kemosabe? Okay, so anyway, as of May 22nd, with little media attention, I'm going to read to you. Oh, this is dated May 20th. With little media attention, President Donald Trump has renewed a national emergency with respect to Iraq that appears to contradict his stated goal of avoiding a war with Iran. The White House has released a copy of his message to Congress, which states, on May 22, 2003, by Executive Order 13303, the President, then W, declared a national emergency pursuant to the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. They give you the statutory law in a paragraph here, or in the parentheses, to deal with the unusual and extraordinary threat to national security and foreign policy of the United States posed by obstacles to the orderly reconstruction of Iraq, yada, yada, yada. All right. Quote, the obstacles to orderly reconstruction of Iraq, the resolution, maintenance of peace and security in the country. Boy, they're always worried about peace and security, ain't they? Bomb the hell out of them. Give them peace and security. And the development of political, administrative, and economic institutions in Iraq continue to pose an unusual and extraordinary threat to the national security of what country, people? National security of Iraq? No. Presidents issue national security acts and executive orders for this country. And foreign policy of the United States. There it is. For this reason, the national emergency declared in Executive Order 13303 must continue in effect beyond May 22, 2019. Therefore, in accordance with Section 202D of the National Emergencies Act, I am continuing for 1 year the national emergency with respect to the stabilization of Iraq declared in Executive Order 13303, end quotes. That is Donald J. Trump, President of these United States. Keyword, operative word here. I am continuing. He didn't say I'm resurrecting it. He didn't say I'm going to restore it. This crazy executive order has been in effect since 2003. Okay, fairly, and I hope you guys would say, Dave, that was yesterday. True News, you say it's a good site. I can't seem to verify it. I didn't hear it on MSLSD. I didn't hear it on CNN. I didn't hear it on Fake Fox News. That is a single source. Could be true, could not be true. Boy, am I glad you guys think like that, because that's it. And it's biblical. Out of the mouths of 2 or 3 witnesses, a matter is declared. Yeah, I only gave you 1 witness. And I had a problem with that myself this morning. So you know what I do? I go and I type into the Google, Trump extends national emergency. And what do you suppose comes up? Well, let me go right to here. And I'm going to leave the link to this in the pinned comments section of this video. But Dave, I never get your comment section. If you're using a smartphone, people, you must scroll down to the comments. The pinned comment is the one I issue. It'll always be the first. Click on the link. And here we go. Issued on September 10th, 2018. Now think about this date here, people. Notice regarding the continuation of the national emergency with respect to certain terrorist acts. Oh, what's the site of this? What, deep web, underground conspiracy theory site? No, as you'll see in the link, whitehouse.gov. Here we go. Consistent with Section 202D, did you hear that one? Of the National Emergency Act, I am continuing for 1 year the national emergency previously declared on September 14th, 2001 in Proclamation 7463 with respect to the terrorist attacks of September 11th, 2001 and to continuing immediate threat of further attacks of the United States. This is short, people. I'm just about done. Because the terrorist threat continues, the national emergency declared on September 14th, 2001 and the powers and authorities adopted to deal with that emergency must continue in effect beyond September 14th, 2018. Therefore, I am continuing in effect for an additional year the national emergency declared on September 14th, 2001 in response to certain terrorist attacks. This notice shall be published in the Federal Register and transmitted to the Congress. Well, here's a tough math question, people, and I admit I too struggle with that. If you issue something on September 14th, 2018, and it is now May 2019, the tough question is, does May 2019 come before September 2019? Because that was a year extension. Now again, just like the last one from the year 2003 I read about previously from True News, he extended this. He didn't resurrect it. He didn't say, I'm going to bring it out of the bowels of the White House and reissue it. No, it's another one that's been continuing since 2001, people. Now, I got to ask yourself a question. These executive orders, these national emergencies, do you have any idea what powers they confer to your sitting president? Maybe you ought to do the Google and check out what dictatorial, my God, we got a king, powers these executive orders confer under the guise of national emergencies. National emergencies to Iraq? No. National emergencies here in America. You do not issue national emergencies as President of the United States for other countries. You issue them for this country, the one you're president of. Makes kind of sense, don't it, if you think about it? So, you need to research what are these national powers. And another thing I want you to consider, going back to the days of Tricky Dick Nixon, President Nixon, I am not a crook. Every president since Nixon has issued executive orders signed by their hand, just like the status of law, and they haven't used them. Nixon didn't use his, Clinton didn't use his, Obama didn't use his. They just keep adding to the arsenal, the tool chest, the weapons the current president may need at some time in the future. These people work inch by inch. Anything's a cinch. Slow, people. Otherwise, they move too quick. Some of you might catch on to what they're doing. And I'll tell you another thing. When I first found that one on 2001, I simply went to the Google. I typed in Trump extends national emergency, and here's what you get on page 1. Trump extends cyber threat national emergency 2020. Wow. He's got a national emergency extension with Iraq. He's got a national emergency with North Korea. And we've got one from February 20th, 2019 for Cuba. A lot of power there, people. You don't need a president. You want to make Congress ineffective? Let him deploy. Let him utilize his national emergency executive orders. There's a pile of them. You need to know about them. It's getting serious, I'm telling you. Okay, I will leave the link in the pinned comments for the whitehouse.gov. Yeah, well, that may not be a credible source in your book, but it's even a better second witness to what True News came out with concerning National Emergency Act extension of W's 2003. And you can't second guess your humble messenger. I knew the minute I put the title up to this video, you would say, Israel. I knew it. I just don't. You can lie to me, people. Don't lie to yourself. Had the video been titled, All Fingers Point to fill in the blank, a country that starts with I, you'd have been 100% correct. But this time, I got you. That's how your humble messenger works. Smooth. Okay, for sure I'll see you Sunday. Things are moving quick. Who knows? You might get another video tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification next to the subscribe button. And you don't have to wait for Sunday. You'll get them the day I upload them. Till then, you guys have one heck of a good day. Better shut it off here. Hey, you know, I hope we get above 60 today. This is really getting serious. Thursday, 23rd of May, 41 degrees. Pathetic. Later.